When we talk about wrestling icons, our minds immediately conjure images of strength, invincibility, and eternal glory. But what happens when the ring lights go out and the glamour fades away? In this video, we'll explore 8 shocking examples. Cases where glorious memories can be shattered when confronted with the harsh realities of today. And listen closely. This video is not meant to mock anyone. The aim here is to show how this world can be brutal and merciless, taking far more than it gives. But first, make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of the amazing videos we'll be releasing. Wrestling is a business that can drain everything from you, both physically and emotionally. Some of these warriors adopted a rock and roll lifestyle, which can include not only partying, but also substances that promise to enhance performance but end up taking a heavy toll over the years. In some cases, it's not just drugs or alcohol that leave their marks. Time, neglect of the body, and a lack of purpose after the glory also contribute. Now, let's get to the top 8. Number 8. Scotty Riggs. Scotty Riggs, a name that resonates with nostalgia for WCW fans from the 90s, was an iconic figure in the company's tag team division. Alongside his partner, Buff Bagwell, Riggs formed the duo known as the American Males. They were the epitome of the heartthrobs of the era, showcasing well-conditioned physiques and a confident attitude that captured the essence of wrestling at the time. The duo quickly gained popularity, charming fans with their chemistry and charisma. However, life inside and outside the ring is often not as enduring as the glamour of the spotlight moments. The American Males duo, despite their success, did not last long. While Buff Bagwell managed to extend his career and explore other opportunities, Riggs saw his trajectory take a different turn. After the dissolution of the duo, Riggs tried to keep his career alive by joining ECW. His time in ECW was brief, but marked a significant shift in his career, leading him to the independent circuit. Riggs joined the TCW Federation, where he continued to perform before announcing his retirement in 2009. What was notable about Riggs's transition was how he moved away from the spotlight and the chiseled physique that was his trademark in WCW. By 2014, when he participated in an interview with RF Video, the transformation was visible. Riggs, then in his late 40s, had an appearance marked by time, a scruffy beard, gray hair, and a smile that seemed to be missing a few teeth. It was a stark contrast to the athletic heartthrob many fans remembered. Number 7. Marty Janetti. Marty Janetti is a name that certainly evokes feelings of ambivalence for wrestling fans. As one half of the famous duo The Rockers, alongside Shawn Michaels, Janetti had his moment of shine, but his career unfolded very differently from his partners. In the glory days of The Rockers, Janetti and Michaels were the embodiment of energy and innovation in the ring. The duo was known for their athletic abilities and dynamic style, which helped redefine tag team wrestling in WWE. Although Michaels is often regarded as the brighter talent, many fans and critics believed that Janetti was actually the better performer during the duo's peak. Unfortunately, Janetti's career took a dark turn. His lack of professionalism and personal issues began to manifest, resulting in a trajectory that starkly contrasted with Shawn Michaels' continued success. Janetti struggled to maintain a prominent position, and over time, his problems started to seriously affect his career. In recent years, Janetti's struggles have become even more evident. In an interview that surprised many by breaking kayfabe, Janetti appeared distant and visibly affected by his personal and health issues. He revealed that his legs were in terrible shape, with ankles showing deformities and a deteriorated condition, causing them to appear bent at odd angles. The wrestler was visibly disheveled and struggling to cope with his situation. Janetti's situation was exacerbated by drug problems, leading to a period of significant difficulty for the former wrestler. However, Janetti's story isn't just one of decline and despair. Recently, he has shown signs of recovery and rehabilitation. The former wrestler is now under contract with Jakara Wrestling, an independent federation, where he is attempting to rebuild his career and personal life. Number 6. Raven. Scott Levy's true transformation came with the creation of Raven, a deeply complex and captivating character. As Raven, Scott Levy embraced a grunge style and a depressed sociopath persona that set him apart from many of his contemporaries. His character was an intriguing mix of melancholy and cruelty, making him not only a compelling wrestler, but also a master of promos. Raven stood out for his intense monologues and dark lines, which made him one of the most memorable characters of the ECW era. Unlike many successful wrestlers, Raven's physical build was not the main focus of his character. Instead, his strength lay in his ability to create an emotional connection with the audience and in his dramatic performance. Raven's character was far from the imposing wrestler stereotype. He was an anti-hero with a scruffy appearance reflecting his disturbed psychology. However, life after wrestling hasn't been as kind to Scott Levy. Now in his 50s, Raven has a very different appearance from his glory days. The long locks and gaunt face that were characteristic of his character are gone, and the wear of the years is visible. Compared to other wrestlers of the same age, like JBL and Booker T, who still maintain a relatively healthy appearance, Raven seems to have suffered more over time. However, life after wrestling hasn't been as kind to Scott Levy. Now in his 50s, Raven has a very different appearance from his glory days. The long locks and gaunt face that were characteristic of his character are gone, and the wear of the years is visible. Compared to other wrestlers of the same age, like JBL and Booker T, who still maintain a relatively healthy appearance, Raven seems to have suffered more over time. Number 5. Dan Spivey may not resonate as strongly as some of the major wrestling icons, but his career had significant moments in both WWE and NWA. Dan began his journey in WWE in 1985 when he formed the American Express tag team with Mike Rotunda, also known as IRS. The team did not achieve great success and quickly dissolved. Dan returned to WWE in 1995, now as Waylon Mercy, a character that was an interesting precursor to what would become Bray Wyatt. Waylon Mercy was a dark and enigmatic character, but despite its potential, the idea was not well developed and had a short lifespan in the promotion. Where Dan really made his mark was in NWA, where he formed a memorable team with the towering The Undertaker, then known as Ginger, to create the Skyscrapers. The duo was known for its imposing presence and aggressive style, winning fans and leaving a lasting mark on wrestling history. Spivey was known for his in-ring skills and maintaining good physical shape, which helped solidify his position as a formidable wrestler. However, Dan's career took a bitter turn in the following years. As the years passed, his health began to deteriorate, and in 2007, Dan faced significant legal issues when he was arrested for driving under the influence of alcohol. The booking photos revealed a man who had aged dramatically since his wrestling days. His long black hair was gone, and his appearance was clearly in worse shape. The changes were evident and reflected the harsh realities of life after professional wrestling. Number 4. Snitsky. Snitsky, man. He's a name that echoes through the annals of the ruthless aggression era like a damn primal scream. But here's the kicker. After that, Snitsky wasn't just shelved away. Nah. They turned him into this wild, off-the-wall novelty act. Picture this. First, he's strutting around with slicked back hair and a mean goatee, looking like he just walked out of a villain convention. Then bam! He shaves it all off, goes full-on bald, and starts sporting this sickly yellow grin, thanks to some special dye that made his teeth look like something out of a horror flick. But Snitsky didn't just fade into the background after his WWE days. No sir. This guy has packed on muscle like a beast, and in his latest photos, he's looking like he's ready to take on the world again. He's still rocking the bald head, but now with a beard that's grown wild and unruly, like he's been out in the wilderness hunting down his next prey. Number 3. Lex Luger. From his early days as an athlete, Lex Luger was recognized for his muscular physique and ring skills, which led him to win the WCW World Heavyweight Championship. Luger began his wrestling career with great promise, becoming a star in both WCW and WWE. In 1992, he attempted to expand his career to the WBF, World Bodybuilding Federation, aiming to capitalize on his impressive physique. However, his journey was interrupted by a motorcycle accident that left him with a significant injury. Although the accident was a setback, Luger continued to develop his physique over the years, leading to speculation about steroid use. In 2003, these speculations were confirmed when it was revealed that Luger had been using a range of steroids to maintain and enhance his muscular body. Despite this, his career was still marked by notable achievements. But personal challenges lurked. The dramatic turning point in Lex Luger's life occurred in 2007. During a flight to San Francisco, Luger began to experience severe neck stiffness and tried to relieve the pain by adjusting it. Unfortunately, this adjustment only worsened the situation. Upon arriving at the hospital, Luger was admitted to the ICU, where he woke up paralyzed from the neck down. The diagnosis was a spinal cord injury, which, contrary to speculations, was not directly related to substance use, but rather to years of intense physical activity, including his time in football and wrestling. The severity of the injury left Luger with significant muscle loss and drastically reduced mobility, leading to him being confined to a wheelchair for a period. This was an extremely challenging time, both physically and emotionally, for someone who had been known for his strength and imposing physique. Number 2. Tyler Rex. Tyler Rex, man. His time in WWE was like a blink and you'll miss it cameo in a B-movie. He had all the makings of a star. Tall, imposing, rocking those wild dreadlocks that made him look like he was ready to unleash chaos at any moment. But here's the thing, WWE, they never quite knew what to do with him. Sure, his tag team with Kurt Hawkins had a spark, a little glimmer of potential. But the powers that be just didn't see the fire in Rex that screamed, main event. It's a damn shame, really. He had the look, he had the vibe, but in a roster overflowing with talent, sometimes that just ain't enough. But life outside the squared circle, that's where the real twist comes in. Tyler Rex, now living as Gabby, went through a transformation that wasn't just about stepping away from wrestling. No, it was about shedding one skin and revealing another, more genuine self. Taking off the wig and makeup wasn't just part of the show. It was real life. Raw and unfiltered. Number 1. Hulk Hogan. Hogan was known for his impressive physique and unmatched charisma. His career was marked by historic moments, including his reign as WWE World Champion and his legendary rivalry with Nature Boy, Ric Flair. During his peak years, he embodied strength and virility, and his ring hero image was widely promoted through various promotions and merchandise. However, maintaining this impressive physique came at a cost. Starting in 2009, Hogan's life began to change dramatically after back surgery. The operation, necessary to address a series of health issues, had a significant impact on his body, reducing his stature and muscle mass. This change was visible to everyone, and what was once a robust and imposing physique now appeared slimmer and frailer. During his last stint in TNA, Hogan's physical condition became even more apparent. In his final matches and appearances, he often appeared in casual clothing that exposed a more skeletal and fragile physique. The contrast with his past vigor was striking and shocking for many fans who remembered his imposing presence in the ring. Today, Hogan can be seen as a 71-year-old man, an age at which many former wrestlers have stepped away from the limelight and embraced a quieter life. Despite appearing more fragile and having faced a series of physical challenges, he remains the face of professional wrestling for many fans around the world. Looking at these stories, it's clear that wrestling is not just a battle in the ring, but a constant fight against one's own demons and the consequences of an unrelenting lifestyle. These wrestlers, who once shined under the spotlight, now face a new fight. A fight that many of us might never see. They are a reminder that while glory may be fleeting, the struggle for a dignified and healthy life is a constant challenge. Which other wrestler do you think should be on this list? Let us know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to hit the like button and share it with your friends. See you in the next one.